From SwissWatchExpo, spotlight on the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak and the Patek Philippe Nautilus, unique watches with a shared history. The Audemars Piguet Royal Oak and Patek Philippe Nautilus have a shared history and similar qualities, but they're also clearly different watches. Born out of the quartz crisis in the 1970s, both were designed by Gerald Genta, whose designs helped catapult the watch from being a tool to the luxury giant that it is today. Faced with competition for more accurate and mass-produced quartz watches, Audemars Piguet asked renowned watch designer Gerald Genta to create a unique and unprecedented timepiece. The Royal Oak was launched in the Basel Fair of 1972. Its use of finished stainless steel, uniquely shaped octagonal bezel, and integrated bracelet made waves in the watch industry. It also introduced an entirely new genre, the luxury sports watch. Following the success of the Royal Oak, Patek Philippe asked Genta to create a counterpart to his own design. Knowing that the Stern family, owners of Patek Philippe, were sailing enthusiasts, Genta took inspiration from a passenger ship's porthole, and the Nautilus was born in 1976. With this shared history and provenance, the watches look like distant cousins. They have similarities at a glance, but it's also quite easy to tell them apart. Let's take a closer look. First up, the case and bezel. The Royal Oak was inspired by the classic driver's helmet. The tough-looking case has very defined edges on its octagonal bezel. What gives the bezel an even stronger look are the 8 hexagonal bolts, an aesthetic detail which has since been copied by other watches. Its crown is also angular and unprotected. The Nautilus, meanwhile, has a softer and more circular case, while it's thinner than the Royal Oak because it's flanked by ears on its side, which also protects the crown. Enjoying this video so far? Subscribe to our channel and get updates on new videos. Now, let's look at their dials. The Royal Oak has a very distinct and labor-intensive tapisserie dial. The weaved pattern forms a square and lozenge motif, or what one can simply call a waffle pattern. These were made to echo the geometric case and bezel of the Royal Oak. Meanwhile, the Nautilus has embossed horizontal bars on its dial. With each change of angle, each bevel of the bars are highlighted beautifully, especially with the gradient or combined shade of the dial. Both watches have simple baton hour markers that complement their dial designs beautifully. While Genta was adventurous with the case shape and dial, he exercised more restraint in the finer details. And finally, we have their bracelets. The Royal Oak and Nautilus were the first to introduce the integrated bracelet, where the case and bracelet are attached seamlessly instead of using lugs. The Royal Oak has a thicker, hardier bracelet than the Nautilus. The heavy construction is made of 3 plot links, whose brushed texture is quite pronounced. Meanwhile, the Nautilus' refined look continues down to its strap. Its chain bracelet is noticeably thinner than the Royal Oak's, and is formed by 2 large chain links. It's as brightly polished as its case, which adds even more sophistication to the Nautilus design. Both the Royal Oak and the Nautilus turn a half-century old this decade, and they remain in high demand. The decades have seen spin-offs, added complications, and modern upgrades to both watches, but they have remained true to their classic design, and perhaps that is why they stay. Want to learn more about watches? Click on the upper right screen for our Watch Guides playlist. Don't miss out! We launch 2 videos weekly on the best and the latest in watches. To get updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel.